OR token is not a security. The OR token is not a stock. It is a video game token and is used for in-game purchases in OR-supported websites, video games, and the ORForge NFT marketplace. No ownership guarantees a percentage of any ownership of OR Systems Inc., any video games, content, media productions, or other, until options are extended. OR Systems Inc. is a privately owned and operated organization that utilizes blockchain technologies and provides real-world value to the intrinsic video game currency. As such, please ensure you would approach the OR token at your own discretion. No one involved in this video is a financial advisor.
Yo.
Oh my
What
God.
We have a stranger among us.
What is up, Warriors?
There's a stranger.
Jonah!
Look who's that! Look who that is!
Jonah.
I had
It's
to
the
like
Jonah.
scratch my eyes.
He's hiding
We
out
had
there.
You guys remember Jonah, right?
We had a
think
missing
that's why-
persons called out on you, man.
Oh no!
We thought you were going to show up in the back of a milk carton, man, and now here you are.
Here you is.
Or the FBI's most wanted.
Yeah.
There's no reason to believe I'm not on the back of a milk carton.
That is. Well, thank you, Warriors. Warriors. You think I'd get it right by episode 61, right? Episode 61, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh. 8 more till my favorite number. 8 more till my favorite number. Just saying. And we got a special guest because our other special guest couldn't make the show. We got an even better guest.
The best guy.
There he is right there. Jonah Havel.
The best.
What's up, man?
The best of the breast.
Oh, I see what's going on.
That's welcome Jonah to the show. Come on.
I see what's going on. I'm a B-lister. I see.
No. You're like
I'm
a
a
7-timer. You're like a 7-timer.
You're a safety conversation.
I wouldn't go that far. Armando
Okay.
reiterated to us, hey, man, our guest canceled, and it's like, who should we get? And it's like, I don't know, man. I guess Jonah, is he available?
But you know,
No,
Jonah's
good to
been
see you,
gone
pal.
for so long. Jonah's been gone for so long, yet he still has the right background.
Yeah, he does, man. He didn't miss a beat. Look at that.
Man, just saying.
Not like you two fighting
The
about it. Like,
billions-
is my background all right? No, is my background all right? No, is my
No,
background
yours is backwards.
Oh, wait, can you guys hear me? You guys can hear me, right? Am I audible?
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
Jonah
thank,
booked up a couple of our.
Turn my mic on. Turn my mic on.
Good to see you, pal. It's been a minute.
Bro, we got
Good to
Colin.
see
We
you
got
guys,
Colin in the
and,
chat.
Colin's
Colin's on the
in
chat.
Yeah,
house.
shout out to Colin. Hope you're having a good time.
Phase 5, Colin.
Yeah.
Colin first.
All right.
Hard
We're
work.
proud of you, man.
Yeah, right.
We miss you, Colin. Hasn't been the same without you.
What have you been up to, Jonah?
No, tell us. What's new in your
Well,
world?
I'm like you guys ever seen a gyroscope? You ever seen a gyroscope?
Yeah.
Spins,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It spins so furiously, but it just stays right where it's at.
Okay.
Pretty much describes what I've been doing. Chasing my tail, running around, just going insane.
Colin said you're being a Patriots fan, obviously. But
Yeah,
he said,
well-
and he said, oof, but I don't think he heard the story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Colin's insensitive.
There's a story, you insensitive, Colin.
Colin actually may know the story if he asks his dad about it. His dad probably has one of his Patriots jerseys too.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
Okay. Jonah, I'm getting a message right now that there was a rumor that you were on in some undisclosed location again, but people are saying you were combing the ocean floor in a tanker. I don't know how true that is in a submersible.
I lost your audio there. Really did. Something about being submerged in a tanker.
Something about
Combing
semen.
the ocean floor. A rumor that you were combing the ocean floor in a submersible.
You're trying to say you're
Well-
semen.
Well, I sure wasn't combing my hair, bro.
You're a seaman?
What's up? What are we talking about today?
Whatever the hell we want.
Man,
I
we're doing an open
Actually,
forum.
I you guys don't even know the nugget that I'm about to drop.
Oh,
Ooh, okay. Oh, shoot.
We got some juicy morsels today. I mean, literally everything seems very fortuitous. We're getting the right people in the right places. We've come to an agreement with a chief marketing officer to join the team today. So we've been frantically figuring out how to put all of that contracting information together. We've been kind of like looking for somebody to come on board and take the reins and drive that marketing campaign deliberately, a little bit more effectively than the previous instance of the release of the game.
Cool.
learning from every opportunity, and we think that she is going to be a great fit to the team.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
Was
super
this the
excited.
same person down here in Florida or someone else?
It's somebody else. Once we get all of the contract information sorted out and all the paperwork and everything in order, we'll definitely bring her on the show, and you guys can bump into her in a meeting throughout the week as well.
Awesome.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, right on. Lucas, is it too early, or should it be saved for when she's on to ask a little bit about what her background is? And
She's
stuff
a veteran.
that? Say that again.
She's a military veteran as well.
Very cool.
Yeah, we're eager to offer opportunities to the right people.
Absolutely.
She's a great fit. We've used some of her consultancy services. Really, really sharp lady. We're looking forward to everything that she's going to bring to the company.
Okay. Well, I know you didn't get to mention her name, but welcome to the team. I'll say it now. I don't know if she's watching or not, but that's awesome. Can't wait,
So
man. All right, man. What?
When marketing,
Yeah,
Mark,
I was gonna
yeah,
say,
now.
you took my line, dang it.
it's right
When
next to the
marketing,
ring.
sir. When marketing, sir.
sir,
When Camry, sir.
when Camry, when Corolla, sir, when Corolla.
You know, real quick, man, inadvertently now, if I am texting someone and I, end with sir, I spell it S-E-R, man, just by habit now. Bad habit I got to break.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Not a good habit, bro.
Man, all right. Oh, Lucas, sounded like
Yeah.
something else.
Oh man, like lots of blocking and tackling. Never the most romantic stuff to hear about, but the most important to build that solid foundation. We've gotten a lot of little wins lately. It's great to pick up some momentum going into the crowdfunding opportunity that's getting ready to come out here shortly as well. We got some legal stuff teed up for the game. We got all the trademark, copyright, and all those applications. And for that, talking to somebody to assist with some production for some releasable video content associated with the game. Really exciting stuff, man. I'm usually not the sizzle kind of person, but it's really fun, and I'm excited to really let loose and share all of the details when the opportunity presents.
Right on.
It's exciting. There's a lot going on, man.
Yep. We're all anxious for the details. We're looking forward to when those things come to fruition, when we can share.
Yeah, well, we can start showing teasers and stuff like that. Like everything looks really cool so far.
Yeah, I mean, production value on all the material that we're producing is key to success. The better we can market the game, the better likelihood it is to succeed.
Sure.
And help us achieve our goals. There's not sure everybody has a complete understanding of some of the opportunities, but it's different. We're doing different things with games, like we did with the NFT content. So just be ready for seeing the way things unfold in a new manner. It's really, really interesting. I think it's going to be a great way for people to use the web-enabled content going forward. So stand by.
So you guys can't stop. Won't stop.
Oh,
We never did stop.
Never did stop.
I'll tell you what, man. I've noticed really good things seem to always happen when Lucas is getting excited, or even Nick and Sean. And I know, man. I every time I reach out to Lucas, he's got waiting for a call to take or a meeting. Him and Sean, or him and Luke, or him and Nick. So it's pretty cool. And again, I know some of the stuff you can't talk about yet until it comes to fruition, and we want to get the ink on the contract before you say anything. But so, man, you guys have been. I'll tell you what. Some of the people you have been talking to, it's like, man, like every day, it's like it's amazing. It's all
exciting. It's exciting. That's for sure.
We got some neat content to put into the game. We don't want to tip too many hands and show some cards, but the content's going to be really different because it's personal stories shared with other veterans about some of their challenges that they went through either with a particular mission or something in that capacity. So some of those experiences are going to be real life, whereas some of the other games are a little bit scripted in their creation. So we're excited to talk about that and kind of use that as a catalyst to shed some light on veteran suicide. Quite
Absolutely.
frankly,
Absolutely.
fuck, man, it's only part of my language. It's only February, and I'm already behind the curve on some of my associates who are no longer with us. That's never an easy thing to unpack. So one of the reasons I wanted to ask Jonah to come up today was specifically to kind of like share some of our journey with the show, and just kind of like talk about why we're doing what we're doing with the game.
And you two would know for sure.
Yeah.
Very true.
Hold on. I mean, is that what we're talking about now? Is that what we're doing?
No. Just,
I'm ready. He's ready.
Wave tops, man. Like some of my struggles, it took me probably about 3 years to kind of really unpack some stuff that was causing some challenges, that I was dealing with. So, it does take a dedication to kind of like pick through some of the data that's in your head and figure out, how do I go on living a normal, productive life within society, having that as a background.
Sure, you got to put yourself in a completely different mindset for so long, and then try to come back and completely flip the script can't necessarily be easy. I mean, it's almost like a different person, right? You'd say,
yeah,
it's got to be a different person. Like, I mean, I'll never understand, but hey, man, I'm here.
Yeah, right on, man. I mean, I've never had, any real instances where people weren't supportive of some of those obstacles and negotiating them at a point. You just get to it comes to a loggerheads where you have to make a decision to do something different, because what you're doing before isn't going to lead you to anything other than what you've had enough of. So,
speaking of Lucas making that decision to try something different, to do something different, to live a different way, I'm reminded that for so long I sort of live with this stuff, right? And I know I've shared with you some stuff, and you may or may not remember. I don't know, but anyway, I live with this stuff, and I was always comparing my sort of trauma or whatever you call it. I don't know what the appropriate word is, right? But see, I'm still reluctant to like acknowledge it. But regardless, I was always reluctant to seek help for my trauma or whatever, because I was always measuring my trauma to somebody else's. Like, I don't have it so bad. Case in point, I had the pleasure of sitting in a room once or twice with Lucas, actually, where we were sharing some of these things that keep us up at night, and I recall thinking, I don't even want to share. Like, I just seem like, like Lucas, for example. I'm like, oh, what am I? Why do I? How can I have the right to feel the way that I feel? So I was always like measuring myself, right?
Right.
And so finally, another veteran, a retired SEAL, actually got through to me. We were working on a job together, and you do a lot of chit chatting, right? And he finally got through to me, and so I honestly sought help, right? And so it was a milestone for me right there. That decision to not just carry on like that, right?
Yeah, comparing is never a good thing. I mean, everybody handles their traumas differently. Everybody handles their problems differently. Everybody's problems are different. You know that. And just because something doesn't affect him doesn't mean it doesn't affect you. You know what I mean? And I mean, I get where you're coming from. I do the same thing. And why should I feel bad? So many people got it worse than me. But it doesn't mean you still don't struggle. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't mean you still don't struggle. And I guess that's just life, right?
Yeah. I mean, like as you come to terms with some of the things that you kind of like cope with,
Sure.
it lends to your perspective on life in a different capacity. You know, you learn to consume things in a different manner because you see things with a different prism than anybody else, and it's really, I mean, it's more pros than cons. We'll just put it that way. You know, it makes me extremely empathetic with everybody's cause, and you can relate to people on a different level.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm getting emotional just talking about it, man. It's
Uh-oh.
gonna happen. Yeah,
Well,
no, I'd
yeah.
like to share a minute.
Absolutely. Want to jump to a commercial? We could do that real quick. Take a minute.
No,
Sure.
I'm good. Unless you want, feel the
7:20.
need.
7:20.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think it's time for Or System. Or System.
Or
If I got the
System.
NFT.
Forge greatness, this is what you need. Next level marketplace with the NFT. Music, podcasts, movies, and more. Crypto games, take it to the next level for sure. Or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. To my movie makers and musicians, time to level up. Bring your content, even all my game developers. We got movie streaming, music streaming, so you wanna be in the mix. This ain't no big production company. Over 25,000 or users, yes indeed. Only charging 2.3% sales fee. Own all your music, all your games, own your future. Set your own terms. This is how you do it. You need or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Let's go. Forge greatness. Woo.
Armando Dangerous. Come on.
Armando Davis.
All right, we're back, guys. How you doing?
What's going
Armando.
on, Warriors?
Sitting here.
And so that's how I recovered.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
Awesome, man. I'm glad.
That's how I made.
Thank you so much for sharing that intricate details, Jonah. I feel like I know you now.
I was glad to have you.
Yeah, I'm just thankful that we have the opportunity to use the game to kind of bring to light that topic.
Yeah,
The demographic for everybody that's taking matters into their own hands is the video game demographic. So
Sure.
we're just using this as another language to talk to people.
It makes it all the more. I mean, games are fun, but this has got a purpose behind it. You know, a very important purpose, a built-in healing mechanism, if you will. And I wish you would have been on last week too, Jonah. We were talking to Dr. Trin, and it was some really enlightening stuff. And it's, like you said, you have to have your tribe. Or Sean, I know, mentioned that. And we talked about you have your crew, your tribe, your guys, your band. Your support group.
Yeah, absolutely. Community is.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, good, strong friendships build resiliency within your comrades. Like everybody should know that they can rely on me. Full stop.
Yep.
That's what resilient friends do. Is they make sure that you get everything you need taken care of, even if it's a shoulder to cry on.
Yep.
It's important, though.
I think part of my past, I recognize at one point that, or maybe several points, that I had a real difficult time like relating to other people in that way. Like I felt really disconnected a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that played a part with me like trying to measure my trauma, or maybe I'm not man enough, or whatever sort of wild thoughts that I would have.
Mhm.
I'm really excited to see this unfold. I have gotten, as Lucas says, the wave top brief on this project, and it's super cool. Really deep stuff.
It's going to do nothing but grow and improve.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the best part about it. Is like extending the opportunity and then knocking it out of the park with some of the additional concepts that we're working with. I think it'll be rewarding both financially and spiritually. You know, that's an altruistic opportunity for us to help. You know, it might not be the most eloquent way of helping, but we're helping. You know, what's out there ain't exactly working super great, so we got to do something a little different.
We're helping with what we do. We're tech.
Yeah,
so we're trying
exactly.
to do the tech into it. You know, that's what we do. You know.
Put a lighthearted spin on a complex topic.
Sure. Absolutely. Hey, it's done nothing but good for the 7-8 of us.
Absolutely.
You know, like everything we've done is, I mean, it's all for me therapy too. You know, it's
yeah, it is very cathartic.
Absolutely. Especially during the pandemic when we first started doing all this stuff and nobody could go out. You know? I mean, so we kept saying, you know, this is how I kept
Think about what a blessing that was. It was our own little ecosystem for
Yeah.
a few hours a day where we just kind of get on and
literally
grow.
talked to all 7 of you guys every day for like a year straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What a blessing, you know.
It was awesome. Yeah, it was great times, man. I'm glad we're expanding now. Starting to think the bigger pictures, which is what we told everybody we were doing back in the day when we first started.
Yep. Lucas and I had a little chat about that. The I forgot how we exactly said it, but the overall, you know, the baby steps that we were taking and certain things that we were doing, like if it seemed like, you know, one thing wasn't quite working the way we wanted it to, and then you realize, like I was telling Lucas, when you step back for a second, and you look at everything, you're like, damn, this is exactly where I wanted to be, and we're here now. And then now we're going to exceed past that. But all those little building blocks, man. And here at the end of it, and again, I found a new family, a new tribe. I mean, obviously, I've known Jimmy and Nick for some time, especially Jimmy, since I was a teenager. But now we've grown in this family, and
expanded.
You again 3 years ago, I would have never thought that Jimmy and I would have been able to write some music for a game. Never thought I'd ever go through, which, man, Jonah, that was the most fun I ever had. We were going through the script and we're going through that long 7-minute featurette we were going to do. I know we didn't get to actually complete it, but going through the story of Osiris Protocol and going through all your character development that you did, Jonah, and it was like, man, I felt like we're writing a movie script, man, and we're in pre-production, and it was just the coolest thing. Until this day, man, that fulfilled me, man. That was just one of the, and when I do tell people, I'm like, yeah, it was kind of.
And now we're doing production calls.
Yes,
like today we had a production call, and it's so it's such a blessing, man. It's having fun, getting the most out of everybody. You know, just really taking full advantage of life, living that, you know, attitude of gratitude, man. There's always good in something. You just got to find it.
But and I'll tell you what, man. Even if I had to, for whatever reason, stop what I'm doing right this second, man, this was a fucking hell of a journey. But we're not having to stop here yet. But
stopping the thing.
And we're not going to. But
yeah,
even up to this point, man, for me, it's fulfilling. You know what I mean? And it's just so cool. I would have never thought in a million years I'd be doing this, you know, and not know what I'm doing and still having fun, you know. But I definitely know some cool stuff going on when Lucas gets excited.
Here you go, Eric.
You know,
you want some cheese?
I'll have to start crying, man. I'm not crying, you're crying.
Armando's the only one that hadn't shared yet.
Yeah.
Armando, let's hear. Did you ever meet up with that guy that we had on the show that lives right in your neighborhood?
No, we never did. We should. I should. He wanted to meet, and I just never worked out. But yeah, no, I got a couple of follow-ups with things that are going on over at the Orb, but yeah, no, I did not get to meet with him yet, even though he's right down the road, literally.
Yeah, you said he's like.
Kinda.
You know, Armando, I feel like there's more people we've talked to that were either from Jersey, your hometown, or you know, the town you were in, close to your town in Jersey, or where you're at now in Florida.
Or Florida, you know, unfortunately that's where everyone flocked to. Drove all our home prices up.
Sanity. You know, people are flocking to the last bastion of sanity over there in Florida.
Yeah.
Right here in Texas. Too.
Makes you want to go to Texas.
Yeah.
I would trade with either you or Lucas, or Jonah being a Texan as well, man. Because it's like, what is it, Jimmy? It's 5 degrees. We had an ice storm. Why do we live here, man?
What's that?
I love Chicago. Don't get me wrong, man. But
Chicago.
Y'all tried so hard. You, Nick, and Jimmy tried so hard to convince me that I should move up into Chicago or you know, in the region around.
why
I
you
just
come
said,
visit
I just said
Chicago?
come visit at least, yeah.
Yeah, in the summertime, man.
But then I realized I'm probably not the most responsible guy to be taking you out in Chicago either. So you go hang out with Eric and the kids.
Yeah, right. Jimmy knows those 24-hour key clubs. Nothing good ever comes out of those. Oh man.
Is that like a 24-hour video?
Yep.
No, it's a bar that's open.
No,
but it's not- it's not
like
open to the public.
teaser, run, illegal, whatever.
You have to,
Except when you buy
usually
drinks,
have to have a key. That's what they call the key club.
But when you buy drinks, they consider donations, if you will.
Yeah.
You know, donations.
Anything goes. You know, you want to whip it out, whip it out.
Drinks, we mean, you know.
Drinks.
Well,
got-
see,
we got
y'all
a
didn't
bottle.
tell me about this. Y'all didn't tell me about this whenever y'all were trying to get me to go to Chicago. I should have mentioned that part.
Oh, well, that would have just got me straight to yeah, man. Just kidding. It's a family-oriented show.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, eventually, you know, like when we're all doing very much better, I can quit that lifestyle
Yeah,
because it makes me money right now. That's all.
No, I get it. Yep.
And it's good money. I can't argue with that.
So what's
Right.
next? What's next on the agenda?
Lucas, CEO.
Get this game out the door, man. That's the 300, 250, 200, 100, 75, 50, 25 meter target. All of them are in alignment with the game's alpha that's getting ready to come down the road, into the beta and then to the main release of the game. We got we learned some lessons with consoles and applications along that journey. So we've gotten a little bit ahead of that process as well. So just making progress, one foot in front of the other, all the way as deliberately as we can to get this thing out there, go live, man, get some feedback.
Eventually, we got to like open up like the Twitter or something, just so people can subscribe to it, start following it. So when we do have updates, you know, what I mean, because they're probably going to come out on not necessarily all just necessarily or Twitters, but I don't even know if we said the name of the game yet, have we?
No.
We haven't.
I don't know. We didn't.
I haven't. I know not to make that mistake unless we're allowed to.
Maybe by accident. I don't know. No, we've got all the socials teed up. We're just waiting to finalize that media packet where we can push everything out in one bulk, deliberate install of the launch. So bear with us, a little bit more patience. It's almost teed up and ready to go hot. We got some filming tomorrow. Hopefully that'll lend some assistance to finalizing that plan. And we welcome all feedback as always. You know, keep it constructive, and we'll listen. As soon as you start, getting destructive, we'll just tune you out.
Lucas, have you talked about funding?
No.
Okay, never mind then.
But it'd be nice. It'd be nice to have that channel finalized in order to direct some of that conversation. But inshallah, that'll happen. Keep your eye out over the course of the weekend. There might be a nugget that comes across out one of the socials. We'll figure out how we want to feed that to share that information with everybody, so they can start to consume some of that information.
Right on.
Thank
We'll
you.
be looking for that. What channel should we be monitoring? The Warrior Hour. What are we looking at?
As with everything, like, subscribe, and follow all of our channels, whether it's Twitter, YouTube, Facebook,
Get 'em all.
Discord. It's hard to keep them all. The availability for everybody to access. Everybody has their preference. Telegram for some. We try and get in and update as needed. Some places are a little bit less effective with delivering communications because they get distracted with other content. So stay tuned across all of the channels, and we'll push that message out.
Awesome.
And apologies for not having guests tonight, too. We're having some little scheduling problems.
Jonah? Okay, never mind.
What am I?
Yeah, I mean,
Jonah's not a guest. Jonah's family. Don't get me started.
It's like your uncle crashing.
Jonah kicks his shoes off when he walks in the door. Come on.
Like I'm not only am I second string, I'm not even a full guest.
Jonah's been out there serving our country, and he's been busy. So now he's home.
I'm still working to get my name on the marquee too, Jonah. So don't worry.
Oh, if you haven't noticed though, in the intro, I took out the names and everything. Now it's just us. So
I know. Just bringing up old wounds.
Oh, come on now. Come on now. I'm just gonna make you the intro. Then it's just gonna say the Warrior Hour. It's just gonna be with Lucas.
Yeah.
Only Lucas.
Well, it's like how many
Or
times,
System.com.
How many times does he have to audition for the band? Man, he's not in yet. It's been 62. What are we at? 60 episodes?
Sure. It's like exactly.
60. Well, yeah. Is he in the band yet? One more episode. Let's see.
One more.
Stringing them along like that,
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's seriously super cool to have you on, Jonah. We have
absolutely, man. I miss him a lot.
And have Colin hanging out in the
and Colin's in the chat too.
Yeah, Colin.
What a pleasant surprise! Yeah, it's always a pleasure to keep tabs on him.
Colin should have just popped in too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Colin, one of my fondest memories, man, when I first met him in Vegas for the convention. Two things about Colin I learned, man. That's one, smart cat. I'm talking about you, Colin. Number two, I was a little worried Colin was going to make us lose our security deposit because he's a little wild. I'm like, man, put a security deposit on this house, man. Colin's trashing the place, getting nuts.
He was unplugging Wi-Fi cords, plugging new Wi-Fi cords into the. I was like, oh no.
And I felt bad because being around these IT computer whiz.
Yeah, these guys are nerds. These guys are. I mean, me and Eric are not the nerds. Me and Eric are not the computer nerds. These guys are the computer nerds.
And I know quite a few times I'm like, Colin, I've been having a problem with my laptop. And he's like, let me see it. And it was like 3 seconds, man. Like just magic. Anyway, we miss you, bud.
Did he reboot the thing for you?
You've got to delete all those virus videos that are on the desktop first.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Yeah, hey man, delete my browser history, please.
Oh boy.
Before God forbid something would happen.
No, Eric.
It was awesome. Yeah, Colin was also. It was the one thing I noticed. Colin was the most quiet, and that made me a little nervous. I'm like, man, like this, this guy's not saying anything, and I've made a couple cracks, and he kind of laughed. I'm like, oh shit, Colin, we're gonna find out. He's, I don't know, man. Is he here?
So over there in Georgia, kicking butt, taking names right now.
Hey,
yeah, absolutely he is, man.
Have y'all seen his pictures from what he's doing right now?
Yeah.
He's
No?
got one in the Slack
I
channel
mean,
right now.
let's do this. Let's do this. Go ahead,
Wow.
share screen.
I don't.
I mean, put
No.
your business on the street, Colin. Might get beat up by a drill sergeant.
Oh my goodness!
Maybe we can share screen.
No, don't do that. Please. Don't do that. How long do you have left, Colin?
We got a little delay, so it's going to take a second.
Yeah.
I think he said May.
Is he still in training, or is he what?
Yeah, he's
He's not
getting his,
deployed. He's not deployed yet. He's in training, right?
he's getting his initial job skills training.
It's 19 weeks ish.
Well,
That's a long.
it all
That's a long
depends on
time.
your- Yeah. It all depends on your specialty.
Sure, for sure. He's doing school for IT.
Yeah.
He's going to be a cyber warrior.
Oh boy.
He very well could be a cyber warrior one day, especially if he hangs around Nick too long.
Yeah.
Nick.
That's the thing. We'll bring him back from training. He'll have some additional skills. We'll just mold him into the finely tuned IT ninja that we need him to be.
He is a ninja. He's fixing all the printers, he said. Farnsworth, get in here and fix this printer. He comes in and just hits it like the Fonz. Boom. It works.
Yeah, right.
It's funny.
Or like Office Space. Colin, do you remember to staple that TPS report?
Oh God.
Is it too early to talk about who's going to be on next week, or
I mean, I don't even know anymore who's going to be on anymore.
Hopefully we can get the
Maybe you have
rescheduled
to
guest
know.
that we had on today.
Okay.
She's an MD, kind of talking about some of the same wellness strategies
Sure.
and things of that nature. So
Okay, very cool.
pretty interesting. If not, then the next one up on the list.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Well, I can definitely see why she may have to back out. That's a lot of responsibility, right? A lot of responsibility.
Yeah. Well, sometimes just scheduling conflicts for the dumbest reasons. I got to go pick my kid up from school, or the volleyball tournament ran long. Who knows?
That happens.
Yeah.
Just life happens around this stuff.
It's not like we're making like money off this show, so we don't
Yeah.
really aren't gonna be mad at people like not being showing up, or if we just don't
Yeah.
decide to do it one week, But we're here and we ain't going nowhere.
So y'all are not going to validate my parking, or
No, not at all.
Oh, sorry about
Virtual
that.
only. Virtual only.
Only in the metaverse. Look at that
That
face.
is
Look at that
true.
face.
That's like,
He paused, or is he just that? Is he that still?
Look at that face.
Oh, whoa! We thought you froze up.
well, I've got to go check my car.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
What is Nick?
Sounds
Anybody talk to Nick? What's he doing?
Man, it'd be great to have Nick jump on.
What's going on in McAllen, Texas? I
That's
keep
a
getting
border.
like
That's the furthest,
Is it,
most southern point, isn't it? Like Harlingen and down there, stuff like that.
We have some stuff going on there.
man. The
Yeah, well,
a realtor was trying to compare a home with us. You can get 3 times the size of the home in McAllen, Texas, than here in Delray, Florida. I'm like, but I feel like I could throw a ball into Mexico from that home.
Yeah.
It's pretty, but
So-
hey, the homes there are pretty substantial for the shack you get up here.
They got
Down
huge
here.
huge cockroaches and palmetto bugs, just like Miami too. So you won't feel.
Oh yeah, hey, we know water
right.
bugs. We call them palmetto bugs.
Yeah, they're gross. Ugh.
Make them sound cute, like crabgrass.
Ugh.
Huge.
Armando, I'm not too familiar with the McAllen area specifically, but along the border you can get very reasonably priced tracts of land. You can have your own little ranch. You can.
I know.
You could
have your own prairie, Lucas.
You could live somebody's dream out there.
Yeah.
I know.
It's nice down there. I've been down there.
As long as you're my neighbor, Jonah, with you and your crew, as long as you're my neighbors, I'll be okay.
Well, you
Probably tribe conversation we talked about earlier.
Buy a plot. Start building Ore International.
There you go.
There you go.
You get 10 acres. With 10 acres in Texas, with 10 acres, you don't have to ask for permission to shoot. You can just go out the backyard. Just do your thing.
Pop, pop, pop.
Pretty cool, man.
Man,
It's Joe.
it's true. I thought we were crazy down here in Florida. You Texans.
Everybody's
Jeez.
crazy.
Yeah, we got plenty of room to spread out down here.
Yeah, man.
Well, it seems about as good a
Yeah.
moment. You need to kind of like put a bow on this thing, or
I'm
I
gonna throw
think
a commercial
so.
on there, no, or what?
yeah.
I'll do a
Close
commercial.
it.
How about that? How about some commercials, you guys? How about that?
What does CBGB stand for?
Country Bluegrass Blues.
We have a band.
You're gonna want to crank it.
Not very country.
This club's gonna be different.
This band is Talking Heads.
We're the Ramones.
We're the Dead Boys.
Patti Smith Group.
Lou Reed. I can't sleep on a mattress when bands are getting signed right and left.
These kids have something to say. We really should listen.
Well, Warriors,
Hey.
for those just joining us, sorry it's kind of late. We're about to end things. Just wanted to thank Jonah, our special guest.
Actually, we're
Our
ending kind of
special-
early.
Hey,
But
we're
that's
ending
okay.
a little early,
It's
but
okay,
no,
that's
but
okay.
it's all right. But no, I'm just glad we got to see Jonah again.
Jonah, put shoes back
It's
on.
been a while. I know you can put your shoes back on. You can put your pants back on.
Yep.
But to the-
I'm going to point one. Sorry, man. I'm going to point one thing. I'm going to defend my guy, Jonah, here. So, number one, we're not calling him a real guest. And then now it's like, oh, Jonah's on. We'll end early. Like, he's got stuff to say, maybe. We're just going to cut him off.
He just
No,
left.
well,
He just
well,
left.
just left. See what you did. But,
Kidding, man.
no,
We
thank
miss
you.
We love you, bud.
We thank all the Warriors who have been with us
Absolutely.
since the beginning.
Colin in the
Who are
chat.
still with us.
Yeah.
Colin, we see you. We can't wait to have your face back on here. Episode 61. We're almost close. We're almost close to 8 more episodes, guys. 8 more episodes, and I cannot wait.
Jonah's like taking
Cannot
his
wait.
clothes off or something right now.
Such a
He's
little
gonna pop the
kid,
camera
Armando.
back on.
Well, Jonah, Lucas, Jimmy, Eric, thank you so much for your time. To the billions of Warriors watching now and the trillions who will be watching us on binge watching every episode from 1 to 61. Thank you. And we'll see you next week. Jonah, love you, man.
Jonah,
Jonah,
miss you, bro.
Colin,
You got-
love you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks,
Enjoy your
guys. Love you,
Bye.
Jonah. Good to see. Oh, wait, whoa! Wait a second.
Oh, I'm
now.
back. What happened?
Wait a second now.
Did
What
we-
the hell is this?
Are we still live or no?
We are still live.
Is this mic on? Can you hear me? 61 episodes
You're
in?
you are muted, sir.
Oh, Nick,
What
you
up,
are
y'all?
muted. Oh, there you go.
I'm not anymore.
Well, hello, Nick.
What up, y'all?
Everybody, it's Nick.
Oh no, we were just about to end, and here we go.
Yeah, no, I saw you guys were going to jump off, so I figured I'd jump in, say hi.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You made me wet myself. I just spilled some water.
Better late than not at all.
Look busy, guys. Look
A
busy.
little premature on that one. A little premature.
Oh, that's. I just figured I'd come and crash the party.
Cool.
No, I'm glad you're here.
All right. Well, to the trillions of warriors, say bye to Nick. Thank you so much,
bye
guys.
to Jonah.
Bye bye, Jonah.
Bye,
Bye bye,
guys.
Nick.
Again.
Introducing the Cool Wallet Pro, an enhanced hardware wallet the size of your credit card. It packs the most sophisticated cold storage technology inside, giving you full control of your digital assets whenever, wherever you need it. Cool Wallet Pro connects offline to only your mobile device within a 10-meter distance, and requires you to physically confirm every transaction on your Cool Wallet Pro after checking transaction details for optimal security. Cool Wallet Pro is designed for the professional crypto user who needs more than just superior security in a hardware wallet. You can plug in directly to the world of DeFi, DEXs, and other dApps, allowing you to earn easy passive income from staking and DeFi on the best crypto blockchains. Through our extensive marketplace, you can trade, sell, and buy directly from trusted third parties, all within the Cool Wallet app. While staying anonymous, retaining data privacy, and avoiding trust risks. With Cool Wallet Pro, the key to your future is in your hands.